Nice to meet you. Heard so much about you.
Cool, likewise.
Yeah, good stuff.
Rafael.
You guys met in college. Mm-hmm.
We did.
Yep.
Doing
I wanna,
biology projects and whatnot.
Hey,
Join
stay
yours.
for yourself. It's all good. You just let me know when you guys need me to get a tux. I'll be there front and center.
Wait, what's your name?
We'll see.
Maybe I might get it. Hold on.
What? What did you just say?
I said, what's your Shipley?
It's called...
I mean, what's your broadcast?
Fuck you mean?
What's your broadcast on? What's the name?
It's called grinding for... grinding on my shot creator.
There you go. What's your name?
Oh, my name?
What, you're using YouTube, right?
It's just like, yeah, it's,
Oh my fuck.
search up, no, I know what it is. Search up, Solar Gaming. They'll put, I think it's the capital, fuck.
Stolen Valor?
No, just, nigga, no, it's search up solar gaming, like solar panel and then a gaming. Tell me when you find it.
We see here, yeah, I don't see shit.
Nigga. Hold on.
What does it look like?
Okay, no, wait, the solar's capital, by the way, and the gaming is not.
Yep, still doesn't help.
Nigga. I'm looking straight at my fucking name. It literally says Solar Gaming.
Yeah, I'm not seeing shit, bud.
Are you sure you spelled it right or some shit?
What?
Are you sure? What? How'd you spell solar?
SOLAR.
Okay.
And then gaming.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's what I searched up. Is it all put together or is it just spread out?
It's put together.
Oh. I don't know which one it is. Which picture is it?
It's, okay, look, it's like, kind of like, in the background it's a galaxy, and then it says purple, like, in purple it says solar, and then there's blue it says gaming.
Wait. Just a galaxy with 2 PS4 controllers and a YouTube. Nah, that's not it.
No, well, it's not really galaxy, it's like a couple of stars, and then there's like, in purple it says solar, and in blue it says gaming.
Found it.
Found it? Finally.
Bet, look up mine.
Okay. I'm ready.
It's the same thing as my name.
Fuck.
C Sanders 21.
With the X's?
Mm-hmm.
I found it. I'm back. I accidentally went into practice, so I'm stupid. Fuck is... Alright, I'm good. Where like water? Oh, that shit broke as hell.
What?
I tried to do a shot. Oh, bad. I'm about to do a one-on-one with Justice Young. I'm about to break this dude's ankles, bro. Give me those ankles. Where you at, boy?
It doesn't even say you're watching mine.
Well, like water, man.
Yeah, you beat ass nigga. I knew you heard me.
Fuck. I missed that shit. This camera view is booty cheeks.
Boy, you're not even watching.
Oh, nigga, like, can you wait?
Boy, I'm about to start a game. Fuck you mean, boy. I'm about to see these people getting posterized over here. Should play on my point forward.
Oof. I just exposed Justice right now. You see that nasty ass dunk? Bro, this nigga's, oh my god, bro. He actually beat me. I'm dead. I'm dead. Fuck this, I'm leaving. I don't even want to go to the practice.
Kevin Durant's talking.
I'm tired. It doesn't even say your life right now, Courtney.
Which account are you on?
Oh shit, wait, no, I think, yeah. Wait, hold on. Alright, yeah, I found it. Bro, I'm literally listening to me like 3 times.
Same.
I could have got some kind of badge by now, but shit takes forever.
There's a one up there, then it just disappeared.
Wait, what?
Here.
For me, it's still there.
Nigga, give me the fucking, oh my. These mans are retarded, they don't pass the ball. Give me that shit. What the fuck? Oh, I just missed a dunk. Oh my god.
You actually missed a dunk.
Yes. I was about to freaking jam it on Kevin Durant, I'm pretty sure.
Come on, bro. Dang.
Yeah, what's up?
Prez, bro, wake up, man. Time to go. We late. Dang.
Well, what time is it?
What the fuck?
I'm gonna be in the car.
Okay.
Come
All
on.
right. Give me a minute.
Prez, bro, wake up, man. Time to go. We late.
Dang. Man. You overslept today? Yeah, man. Denver had to come and wake
Oh,
me
are you
up.
still watching? I just did a teardropper.
Okay?
That's what you gotta.
Alright.
Shit, no, I missed it.
Just need like a day off.
Well, you better join us back.
I need
You just gotta watch these teardrops I'm doing.
Bloodbath.
That way you get an idea.
Yo, college made you soft. You were there for
What
too
the
long.
fuck?
Have
Get
you
off
ever
of me,
been to a
bitch.
day spa? Of course not. Of course. Listen, you gotta take care of your mind, your body, and your soul. Total package. Yeah, whatever, man. Tell me it's a
Oh,
long
it's
season.
green.
I don't know if I can believe you. See that? That's mud bath right there. That's mud bath, baby.
Rip.
Oh, I just saw it.
It's the 2K Sports
There's 2 people
pregame show,
watching. The
sponsored
fuck?
by Kia.
Hey. Ooh, Jaquan.
The NBA season is in high
Hold
gear,
on.
and we are so glad to have you here with us on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal,
Jaquan.
and Kenny the Jet Smith.
Are you watching something?
For tonight's game, we'll be watching the
You
Golden
watching me, aren't
State
you?
Warriors as they go up against the Utah
knew it.
Jazz in Salt Lake City. Well, for the Jazz, they're not satisfied with the
Ew.
record over the last 10
was
games.
disgusting.
Under 500 basketball, just not good enough. Looking to improve tonight. Fellas, Steve Kerr has done amazing
Bro, I'm still getting
things
recent
with the
fouls on
Warriors
here.
in
Get the
his
fuck
short
outta here.
tenure As the head coach, how has he taken this team from good to all-time great?
Well,
Everything's a reach in this
think about
game.
this, Ernie.
Jeez.
He has great assistant
Give me a
coaches.
shit.
You know,
It's
last
funny
year,
how I'm playing the Warriors too.
Alvin Gentry, the head coach. Last year, Luke Walton.
Oh my.
Great job. Good working relationship with the players. They seem to love him. Not like him, but love him.
And they love him because he's honest. He talks to them about playing time and expectations. So when game time comes, there ain't no surprises. Guys love honesty.
And it helps when you got a player like Steph Curry.
The fuck?
Brings you the NBA. And David.
Hey, David, thank you as always for great reporting. Prez has looked gassed, I think, Greg, at times out there this season.
And guys, I think that's to be expected. First-year player.
I'm tired.
Well, the playoffs are coming up soon enough, Smitty, and everyone knows it's a different atmosphere in the playoffs. But having been
Oh, yeah,
there
give me
so
those
many
ankles, boy.
times, just how different
A
is
charge?
basketball
Oh my Jesus.
What it is. Totally different when you see a team this week. May not
Wait,
see-
Corny, when you do a floater, you hold the left stick away from the basket, right?
You know a pick is coming, but who sets
Right
that good
stick.
pick? Who rolls?
Right
who's
stick away?
unselfish?
Okay, I got you.
Now the
You
feed
got
to
a green
Hayward.
off of it.
Huh?
Shoots the three.
So he's got a green
It's
off of it.
rebounded by Golden
Oh.
State.
And that one gives
Lucky
them a
bit.
Oh, he pulled
rebound
up, you
advantage
fucking
together.
bitch.
You faggot, give me the damn ball.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Johnson the screen. And it's
He
Hayward.
keeps pulling
That
up,
time on
it's
the
pissed
assist
me
from
off.
Matt. That's 7 points for Gordon Hayward.
The catch and shoot jumper from Hayward is virtually impossible to guard. He is so quick on the draw.
Now here's Prez. Defended by Hayward. Clock at 6. From 15 feet away. Now
Bro.
the Jazz take it the other
These
way.
dudes is clamping me up, bro. I can't do anything.
A tough loss there.
And that kind of loss.
I'm gonna have to get steals. Like steals, and I have to be alone.
They were the better team on that night.
That's all
They
I'm gonna
just
do.
could not make the plays down the stretch.
Yeah, but you can't let it get to you too much. Sure, they let one slip away, but they'll have plenty of chances to make that loss up.
Fuck, I think I just missed it. I had a chance, but I just missed it.
Pick every
In this
time.
one. On draft day, a lot of teams passed on Justice Young, but he isn't looking like a second-round pick. Just great basketball from the Seton Hall product.
And you can see why teams passed on him. He's undersized for a guard, but the way
They
he
making it
Oof.
free him.
Bro, I just snapped someone, bro.
can't measure in inches.
Well, so often rookies will have a hard time keeping up with the pace of the NBA game on the floor and on the schedule as well. Prez feeling perhaps a bit of that.
And you don't have back-to-backs or 4 games in 5 nights in college. There's just no way to know how hard it can be
Oh
with
my.
the NBA schedule being.
This game
what
is
it
AIDS.
He just looks
What?
comfortable offensively, really over the course
Trying
of
to
the whole
freaking grab
game.
the ball
and it's killing
off a
his
steal,
team.
and this shit went out of bounds. Yeah.
And another basket for Golden State.
That was well in
He's got
water.
touch early. Coach feeding him.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
He has flat out dominated this quarter, hitting shots at will, yet they still find themselves behind.
And the basket
I think I just did it.
time from the field. He's a healthy
Corny,
4
check
for
it.
6.
And Prez scores from anywhere, inside, outside. This guy does it
Ooh.
all.
Hey,
Gobert the screen. Mack with the ball. It's up against Thompson. A shot by Hayward, wide open.
What the fuck?
Off target from outside.
You
I don't even know
though?
what the fuck
Sometimes
you
you can
just
be
did.
too open.
Me neither.
I think it may have surprised
I was
him,
asking
and
you.
that's why he missed.
Young's shot is off.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Oh my,
just
this man's
can't
just
pass
stepping
up
around the
wide open
screen.
looks.
You're a fag.
You must shoot it.
You're not even seeing the screen
Hayward
on him,
gets it to
first of all,
go.
you fucking
I'll
idiot.
tell you, he is scorching the nets this
That's a
quarter.
green.
Maybe
Bro,
that'll
these
help wake up
freaking-
some of his
these
teammates.
things are greens.
And there's the call on Gordon
That's
Hayward.
ass. They make
That's
every
foul number
three.
2 for him.
Already his second foul.
Oh.
He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Jeff Withey, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Joe Ingles comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Alec Burks subbed in for Hood.
Oh, I think I did it, but I
For
missed.
Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's Livingston in for Thompson.
You don't have to make it.
I don't?
Here's Ingles. He had a 15-point outing in their last
Cool.
game against
I just
Phoenix.
snagged.
The layup missed. Now here's Prez. 1:05 left in the first. Off the pick. Great D that time from Johnson.
See,
Watch
that's a
that.
good look from
Watch
within
that.
his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
Ooh.
And Mack kicks to Withey. Here's Ingles. The offensive rebound. That one doesn't drop. Warriors leading by 9.
Rip. Rip this
And
man's
here is
life.
Prez. We saw him go on a scoring rampage
I'm
last
gonna be a
game.
posterizer. Hall of Fame.
Honestly, you'll actually annually rate people. The thing is,
Prez has got 10.
I don't know. I don't even know if I can explain it. But that thing is crazy.
If I could like post up in the paint and hold the right stick down.
Burks with
It's
it.
tricky.
Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Oh my, this
Ingles in the
faggot.
corner.
These
There's the triple.
faggots.
No good there.
They make every three.
And as the first quarter wraps up,
Oh my,
Steph
you set
Curry,
a
a player
proper
with-
screen, you fag.
And we're 5-6 feet outside that.
And one.
I was going to say, Greg, how? So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Derek Favors
missed a
checked
free
in
throw.
for Withey.
I'm done.
Hayward comes in for Joe Ingles. Rodney Hood's checked in for Alec Burks. And Mack subbed in for Hill.
Wow.
A tall wing pair with Hood at the 2 and Hayward at the small forward. Favors is out there with Johnson. And it's Mack in at the point guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Oh,
Well, guys, we know our old friend Steve Kerr
What you
was
doing?
new to coaching when he took the reins of the Warriors.
Oh, I think you got a
but he
contact
mentored
dunk.
under the greats. He said that Phil Jackson and Greg Popovich both had
Oh, it
an
was a slam
almost
dunk.
scary
Fuck.
amount of presence. As for Steve, he said, "I'm very laid back. I believe in the
No!
of a coach.
Why did you
more so than
dunk?
the ranting and raving and screaming and yelling. I guess that's what he says to the referees anyway, guys."
Cool under pressure, but DA, he's as competitive as they come. Thank you. Here's Hayward. Good. And the
Connie,
nice
you have to
assist from Mack.
hold the right stick
Hayward's
away
got
from the
4 this
basket.
quarter.
When Hayward is
Nigga, I just did
Oh,
that.
you also can't be holding R2 when you go to the paint.
That might be why. That's probably why I did a fucking dunk instead of a teardropper.
contract, I remember people scratching their head when he signed.
Freaking destroyed him
but
too.
he is starting to live up to the hype.
Here's Prez. That one wide left. Jazz trail by 17. And the call will be against Prez. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps
Bro,
up.
what the heck?
And the Utah Jazz, with all their young
my-
talent, a
If-
team
if
that's
only
been
you saw
on the
this
cusp
stupid shit that
in
just
the Western
happened.
Conference. I mean, they felt they were ready to make a playoff push in acquiring some
Boy.
quality veteran leaders.
What?
George Hill,
How did I
Jim Johnson,
draw
and Boris Diaw,
that?
I think is just what the doctor ordered.
Thompson dishes to Prez.
In the Western Conference, I mean, they felt they were ready to make a playoff push in acquiring some
Damn.
leaders.
Loose ball.
I think it's just what the doctor ordered.
Thompson dishes to Prez. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Prez has got 6 points in the quarter. And for the Jazz, Greg, do you like their moves this summer?
That man's trying hard as fuck to get to the
I
paint.
think fits a need at the point guard, but can also
asleep.
play alongside Dante Exum. Boris Diaw, a skilled big man who fits well with Gobert and Derek Favors. And then Joe Johnson, a proven
This game is AIDS. Like the fact that I was about to post you this, man.
So I think overall they did well.
For Utah, they have
I just got 2 reaching fouls. Are you kidding?
They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
That free throw missing. Steve, you grew up in Detroit and came into a league right after the Bad Boy Pistons had won back-to-back titles with their hard-nosed style of basketball. Do you miss that more physical brand of basketball?
Yeah, I do. Being a Detroiter, growing up watching the Bad
Ooh,
Boys.
I broke this man ankle, bro.
Championships playing defense, but I think they also was an innovator on the offensive end. People don't realize.
Oh, I did it.
Beer was one of the first pick and pop centers.
I got
in my
one.
era to get a chance to watch him. So
How many do I have to get?
Mars, Rodman, Sally. Love the way they play. I kind of like the little physical basketball playing back then.
So if someone said to you, the game is different now.
I did another one.
But is it
Wait.
necessarily
Oh my god, I actually thought I just got it, but I got microwave. That actually scared me.
than it was, say, in the 90s?
Yeah, I think it's more fluid offensively. I think it was a lot of fouls, but I enjoyed it in that era. But I understand the way they
Well, I
had to
mean,
clean up the game.
I wouldn't even complain. Microwave just gets me harder faster.
For them in
Well, this guy sucks.
after that one.
Here's Hood. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. That one on Thompson.
Liking how Rodney Hood seeks contact on his shot, demonstrating once again that he's not going to back down from anyone.
Relentless finisher on gold.
Yeah, Rodney Hood, player coming out of Duke.
Me?
That can shoot the basketball lights out. I've always been impressed with him, and now he's been able to run the offense as a secondary ball handler.
And Hood out of Duke is a lefty. Pretty crafty with the ball in his hands, and he can score in isolation.
The lefty does a nice job. He comes off pick and rolls deceptively quick. He can get to the rim or he can pull up, and usually it's a bucket.
Here's Prez. Good work there as it goes. Prez has got 22.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Jazz trail by 20. Hill kicks to Johnson. 13 feet away. It's stolen by Prez.
Oh, look who's back.
Young, right side.
I tell you, you're already playing part.
Durant with the wide open
I
look.
played a pro
Good, and it's
game.
Green picking up the assist.
I have to finish my game.
Green's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Hill kicks
Me
to
too.
Johnson.
I just want to get to 40% or 60 by, what time is it? By 2 in an hour.
Count that one. He's got 24.
The skills
Bro,
of Prez
Courtney,
on that drive,
this
so
thing is
quick,
easy, bro.
So
I
creative.
don't know how to do.
Pass to Johnson. Jacks up a 3.
Teardrop is so
Out of
easy.
bounds. Golden State takes possession.
I've dug too great.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up.
On offense, here are the Warriors. They're on a 16-7 run. And that one is good.
Shut up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Manny
Get
Pacquiao
it in the paint
I don't
and
care.
continue to score consistently.
How?
Gonna fight.
Young with the steal.
Well, I know he.
Well, how else will we
but,
lose?
Like how?
Oh, and unanimous, unanimous, whatever the hell the fuck you
In
say.
the lane there, and he gets the
Decision.
3-second call.
Durant just got a 3-second violation on offense. I'm done.
I'll dunk on that.
Hill.
I just dunked on Curry.
And through one
I'll dunk on
hand.
you.
Yeah, okay.
I like how you say it. It's really funny.
A lot of steals.
I already have all of them.
Hall of Fame?
Not all of them.
They don't talk to me.
One man fast break. Fuck you mean?
I have them on Hall of Fame.
Well, these niggas got some big ass feet.
I'm gonna put a randoms while I wait
Welcome
for you
back,
guys.
everybody. Third quarter just
I
about to
don't
get
really care.
So Utah
I wanna hit
with
all
an almost
five by
entirely new
tomorrow.
group
I don't give a fuck.
with he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Johnson comes in for Derek Favors.
I might not go to
checked
Fabian's
in
party
for
one
Gordon
time.
Hayward.
Me neither.
And
I
it's
can,
Bergson
like,
for Hood.
it's literally the same
Different look
reason
here
for me
the
too.
Warriors. West is checking
He
in.
literally hasn't told my parents anything about the party. I get a right to go to the party and tell the kids and not tell the
Young
parents.
is
Like, what
subbed
the
in for Curry. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Fred.
He's gonna go and there's nobody gonna be there.
Iguodala out there with Durant.
Like his sister, like his stepsisters, and like nobody's gonna be but his stepsisters and that's it.
Shelvin Max checked in for Hill.
Well, I don't know. My parents probably might take me.
Johnson the screen.
Yeah, but if you can you ask your parents to at least like tell my parents that I can go to your house and then you take me?
4 on the clock.
Well, nigga, if that shit was to happen, I have to wake up at like 8 o'clock. No, fucking 7. Nigga, you know what time it is right now?
Yeah, just wake up at 8. I'll wake up at 7.
There's literally no fucking way I can wake up at like 8 at this time.
Dude, I can play with your dogs while you're
And they'll
sleeping.
turn it over.
No.
Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
Those are my dogs. Those are my
And here we
dogs.
can now take a look at how the
Hey, you
ratio
saw
was
Wilbert.
between the 3s and the 2s.
Yeah,
Last
I
season
didn't really get to touch them.
You know, and you don't see them.
Did he touch his mouth?
No, didn't. Yeah, I did.
He did. I brought him to the door.
Balance between
Yeah,
taking
I
it
did,
inside
and
and
he
stretching
almost
the
jumped
floor.
on
That's
me, and it
always
was
a
kinda
sign
funny.
for me of a well-coached team.
Yeah, and then I rammed into my
There's the
closet.
pick.
He pushed me in the pool today, that little faggot.
And Mack kicks to Withy, and they pick up 2.
Really love the vision of Mac. Always on the lookout to feed the ball to his guys.
Here's Prez. The kick out to Young
100%.
to the left side wing.
No rap.
Some nice passing by
You
Golden State.
already know.
And the call will be against
Bro, that's not even a real charge.
This could be a problem. That's his 4th foul with plenty of basketball left to play.
The Jazz making a
4th
switch
foul?
here.
Holy
Goods check
crap.
in.
What quarter are you in?
Sub.
With a 3rd, but I'm about to foul out if I get one more foul.
Get another foul, and
No.
wherever you have to the park.
Here's Ingles. He's covered by Iguodala. That one goes. Count it.
Trying to get to
And
Joker.
that's now 9 points for Johnson.
You know, you talk about
Better get
coaching
us for
change.
5.
Steve Kerr in his first 2 years already has had 2
Oh, yeah?
assistants, grabbed 2 head
I
coaching
fucking-
jobs.
Can I play
Him
music?
himself,
No.
he coached under
No.
the best in the business.
Why?
Because we're broadcasting.
Because I said no.
Here's Prez.
You're not gonna get copyright.
Whistle fouled hard
Yeah,
on
we
the
are.
shot
That's
clock.
like literally how you get copyrighted, dumbass.
With the Kerr coaching.
No,
tree,
but
they're
X
also
is not
talking
gonna
about
know.
some big names like Alvin Gentry and Luke
Get out.
Walton. Their
Get out.
assistants
Just get
that
out.
have moved to head coaching.
He's not gonna know.
With Kerr.
You know that's not how it works,
Fantastic for
right?
Steve Kerr to understand
Okay,
his
they're
ridiculous.
It's YouTube. It's not X that finds
But
out.
you
It's
know what? They're
YouTube.
winning, and that's the nature of the
You're gonna
business.
upload it to
The
YouTube?
Jazz making a switch here.
Well, I have to. I mean, I don't have a Twitch
And a
account. I don't have
wide open look for Hood. No
whatever
good on the
other
three.
account you can use.
No, upload it. I want to play
Leading by
music.
23.
Well, I don't care.
Now Prez.
Which is
He's got
DM me.
26.
Oh, the Snapchat. I'm a fucking idiot.
Dumbass.
The 15-footer. And
Yeah.
a big
Oof.
bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Prez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really good night for him, doing everything he can to help his team stretch this lead.
Ingles kicks to Hood. Off target from
I just
three-point
got the
range.
freaking enforcer
Golden
badge. Are you
State's
kidding
gone
me?
past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded. The 19-footer is on the money. Prez has got 30.
I love the mindset he's playing with. No matter who's checking him, he's
I just
winning
got Hall
that
of Fame
battle.
push right here.
Big reason why they're
I
winning
know.
this game. Surprising. He usually puts the dagger in your heart. That wide open from 3.
Boy, I'm not even. I just freaking demolished Sean Livingston about
The dish to
3 times in a
Prez.
row.
Green with a screen
Boy
for
got
Prez.
demolished.
Tries from 10. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Prez has got 32 points.
And really can't fault the D there. Prez just torching them with better offense.
And the call will be against Prez.
Oh God,
That will be foul number 5 on him.
I have 5 fouls, bro.
Here's Withy. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. Withy's got his second bucket tonight.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
That
Okay,
one
Jordan.
drops for him.
Good talk.
Can you
Really
believe
good
this?
talk.
The defense
Love it.
has no answers. He's been unconscious
So if he comes back,
this
we're not
quarter.
gonna play park with him, right?
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
'cause he
cold
lifts the
stretch
party like a bitch.
offensively, for sure.
Obviously, this has been a tough, positive mindset.
And now let's bring you the list of the top three-point shooting teams over the course of the past 10 games. The Warriors, number 1.
To get like teardrop, isn't like 50?
Yeah, both teams on fire right now, shooting lights out from long range, and also great
like
ball
3.
movement, I think, enabling them to create those terrific opportunities. And really, Prez is
I can just see both of your comments on the bottom.
A true leader on the floor who his teammates look up to.
They set the pick, and it's Hood in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Hood's got 8 points.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
Here's Prez. He's got 36, just 4 to shoot. From deep, Green drops in the tray. Green's got 5 points now this quarter.
Jumper looking good as soon as Draymond let it go. Even with the defense present, he maintains his focus.
And that'll be Utah as it goes out of bounds. Jazz retain possession.
Yeah, oh man, it's close, but didn't get on balance quick enough.
That one is off. He doesn't get the second one.
George Hill, he's one of the more versatile guards we have in the game. He can defend 1 or 2s, one of those players who could fit in on any team in the league.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. A chance now to hear Coach Quinn Snyder talking. Well, as we just heard, asking his guys to just so Utah ends up going with the new group. Golden State also making some changes. Prez is checked in for Kevon Looney. Young is subbed in for McCall. Hayward and Favors holding down those forward spots. Hill pairs up with Hood in the backcourt, and it's Gobert in at the 5. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz.
The floater from Prez is nearly unguardable. He really gets it off so quickly.
The Jazz have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. It's stolen by Prez. That one falls. Prez has got 40 points.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare.
Rafael, you have to attempt and just shoot 50 floaters.
They've thrown at it. Just reliable guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
I think that was a floater. Check that. I just did kind of like a James Harden Euro step, and then I shot it.
Really enjoying seeing Prez get going on offense. Really amazing at getting the shots he wants out there.
Hood, the pass to Favors. They get a hand on it. 3-pointer, Hayward. And it's Hayward again missing. The Warriors have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter.
I like the aggressiveness, but against that type of defensive pressure, he's out of his element.
Have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Prez with the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Hill.
Just flat out fall apart defensively right now.
Prez brings the double team. It's stolen by Prez. It's tipped.
Ooh, I got blocked.
Those long arms, he can block your shot. A tenacious defender.
Passes it to Gobert. Got a piece of it.
Oh, thanks, Gordon. Thanks so much.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's stolen by Prez. And that one drops for
Bro, I feel like I'm going to get it this game. If I just keep doing that.
Any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Oh, crap. What happened?
Hill with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Well, all over the league, we're seeing more and more teams rely on analytics and data for decision-making. How do you think, Smitty, the data affects the way the modern NBA game is run by the front offices?
I think it's too much at times, Kevin, and sometimes I
challenge it. Whoa, that was a
high-ass
floater.
Coming out of college, I think it's great. But I think sometimes I challenge. Some people say, well, Smitty, you never posted up on the left block.
Right.
That was Tim Duncan's block. I cannot have
That's why you couldn't go on the left.
I'm not going to have the same numbers on certain blocks because, the guys you play with kind of dictates where you score from on the floor.
3-pointer, Hayward. Utah the rebound. looking to end the drought, and Exum with the lay-in.
Dante Exum is a truly talented player taking care of business down inside.
Prez dishes to West. Livingston kicks to Prez. Clock at 6. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Hayward kicks to Favors. The pass to Hayward. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Exum kicks to Hayward. The Jazz working the ball around now.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Prez passes to West. The high post shot. Second chance shot, and he gets the bucket.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate.
Bro, I have to get this badge. Once I get one more badge, I think I'm gonna get off.
The Warriors just had some turnovers, and their coaching staff and Steve Kerr give him a lot of credit. 2 guys in the first 2 years leave to get head coaching jobs.
David West grabs the miss. Golden State's gotten a positive outcome on 7 of their 14 three-pointers in this game. Not bad at all. Feeds it to Prez. Steve, we're seeing less and less isolation offense these days. In your experience, who is tougher to guard, an isolation scorer or a guy who's playing off the ball and running you through a bunch of screens?
The one thing about a guy running off screens, Kevin, at the end I can say, oh, I'm a little tired, I'm behind the play. Hey, switch. So I think for me, guarding a guy,
you've got him.
Isolation plays, you're on that island by yourself, you're looking around. The ISO play is the one that's harder individually.
Poked away, and it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. For the Jazz, Jeff Withey comes in for Gobert, and Max subbed in for Rodney Hood. For the Jazz, Jeff Withey comes in for Gobert. Young with the steal. He kicks to Prez. Back to Young, to the inside. Young with the steal. Now here's Prez. He kicks to Prez. Just 5 to shoot.
Ooh.
From deep three-point range, rebound Utah.
They better clear a spot on the bench for him because that's where he's headed if he continues to take shots like that.
Yes, he is definitely going to the bench and maybe to the locker room.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Prez. Livingston, that's good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Kicks to Exum. Pass to Mack. Hayward outside. Good, and the nice assist from Mack. Mack's got 6 assists now in the game.
Gordon Hayward's jumper is as consistent as they come. Just perfect shooting form on every shot.
And here is Prez. 5 to shoot. And the Warriors get it back. Young dishes to Prez. We see it practically every game. A player picks up a few quick fouls and has to change how they play. Steve, just how drastic of a mentality change is it when you're playing in foul trouble?
Well, it takes away a little bit of your aggressiveness. And I think also you have to rely on your teammates, especially if you're in foul trouble, especially for star players.
No.
Want to keep them around. So a lot of times the coach will say, hey,
I just
go
messed
double
up
team
the
so
whole
the star
thing.
player or players won't pick up the next foul.
To the paint. And it's time on the assist by Exum. That's 29 points for Gordon Hayward.
And Hayward has really expanded on his game. Really looks at home, down on the post.
It would have been like the perfect floater too.
A minute 50 left in the game. Here's Prez.
Ooh.
The shot
spin
missing.
move on
Hayward with some nice D. And it's Exum in the corner.
You cold though.
And it's off from three-point range. Golden State's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest.
Bro, I'm
Just
snapping this dude's ankles, bro.
obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Warriors.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Prez.
Tonight, guys, he caught what we call that rhythm. He was hearing that DJ he likes playing a perfect tempo, and it translated into an incredible offensive.
I fouled out, dude. I'm dead.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking.
I fouled out, bro. I fouled on the last 30 seconds of the game, bro. I'm such a bum.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Well, thanks very much. Big fourth quarter for you when you took over the game. How were you able to do that?
Look, man, keep telling me, man.
Big fourth quarter for you when you took over the game. How were you able to do that?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
And Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present our Jordan player of the game, Prez. I don't even know what more you can ask for. 60-plus points, that's insane. No one does that. Yet for some reason, we're not entirely surprised because we know he has a penchant for achieving the impossible.
There's unconscious, and then there's beyond unconscious. That's what we saw tonight. It's hard to pile up that many points within that amount of...
And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he... And that'll wrap things up. Thank you for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he...
I almost fell the fuck asleep. Looks like Raphael dead.
What?
Oh, okay. Alright, fuck you.
What? Say it to my face.
What?
Say it to my face.
Of course Raphael's still out. Bitch ass nigga. Damn, I just drunk some water and that shit ain't help. Nigga, what the fuck is that? about to start blasting music in my house. Wake up, everybody.
Bet.
And you know, I'm mentally right.
Bet.
I'm gonna make my son.
Bet.
Shut the fuck up.
Bet.
What do you mean, bet? Yeah, bet. Shut the fuck up.
No. Play music as loud as can and wake up everybody.
Bet.
Bet.
These teardroppers are honestly ugly. Let me find my cord. Hold up.
You actually gonna do it?
Yeah, bro. What the fuck you mean? I can't bet me and not expect you to do it. Ew. It's an acrobat mixed with a teardropper, nigga. Get the fuck out of here.
Tired as hell.
Nigga trying to get posterizer. What the fuck?
7 messages I have, man. Magic Johnson again, man. What do you want from me? What do you want from me?
He wants to suck your cock.
God damn.
Get off of me, nigga. I made it. I made it, 2K, you fucking ninny. Let me look at Raphael's messages.
What you mean?
No, Raphael's texting his girlfriend. Nigga skipped all the practices, went straight to the next game.
Hell yeah.
When he's still trying to get Teardropper.
I'm almost there. I got a couple.
Bet, say no more.
Say no more.
The 2K Sports pregame show, presented by Kia.
Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. Tonight, it'll be the Golden State Warriors going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. And guys, for the Grizzlies, 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. And guys, Zach Randolph in this game tonight, he's always been the first guy that comes to mind when you think about those blue-collar guys who grind it out underneath.
The Grizzlies look to take charge at the FedEx Forum. And with... Well, great story, David. Thank you. And these two teams very disciplined defensively.
Yeah, both teams are very well coached. Commitment and communication are just, Kevin, as you know.
Memphis has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter.
There goes OG Thick Daddy.
Guarded now by Durant.
Right.
Conley dishes to Gasol. Tries it from 9. Conley's shot is off.
I will not go until I get Teardropper.
Defense, they don't want to allow him to take many shots inside.
Now here's Prez. T right on him. Back to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Prez. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Grizzlies shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. What you like about the OJ tandem is that they both seem to feed off each other when they get it going. They become unstoppable.
It's like when one makes a shot, the other's eyes light up, and they say, oh, it's go time. Makes for the snowball effect in terms of scoring between the two.
And Prez is an active player, clogging up passing lanes with his quickness. And his defensive instincts, remarkable.
Daniels passes to Conley. They double team Conley. It's stolen by Green. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. Here's Prez. Outside Curry. Young with no one around. That was enough space for Young to convert the deep ball.
And Young can knock those down if you give him the chance.
Gasol kicks to Conley. Here's Green. Green with the block.
And good anticipation by Draymond. And he always gets in position for these clean swats like this one.
Here's Prez. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Oh, man, just an outstanding first quarter so far for him. He's doing a great
I'm
job.
being so quiet right now. I'm so focused into this thing.
Green, the screen. Young with the steal. Prez with the ball. Now guarded by Ennis. Here's Prez, and the Warriors tack on two more.
I don't even know if I'm doing it right.
It pours. Another jump shot tickles the twine.
Durant with the steal. There's the pass to Prez, and it's in there.
Probably.
Prez has got 8 points.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Poked away. And pushing it up is Golden State Warriors again in transition.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a teardropper.
Very efficient, 5 for 6 on the game.
And that's just a clever floater from Prez. So good at catching the D when they're falling asleep.
And Ennis slams it in.
And if that doesn't get
Oh yeah, it just told me I gotta float. So, yeah.
Comes in for Marc Gasol, and it's Harrison in for Mike Conley. Golden State also making some changes. West is checked in for Green. Barnes comes in for Kevin Durant, and it's Iguodala in for Curry. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for the Warriors.
And the long-range game, a staple for them offensively. It's clear they embrace the value of that extra point, and spacing the floor, something they look to do every time they're on the court.
And so here's Memphis. It's a 13-point game. Daniels, no good.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Here's Prez. That one drops for him. He's got 12.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Prez brings the double team. Ball's knocked loose. And now here comes Iguodala leading the break. The dish now to Prez. 1:46 left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
You know what? You just cannot get much better of a look than that one.
Oh, well, it's a product of good, patient offense. Great shot there.
And the call will be against Prez. That is his first foul of the game. And so here's Memphis. Down by 15. Davis.
You know, the offense is sputtering a bit here, starting to fall behind. And trailing here in the first, you'd like to see them be a little more aggressive on the offensive glass.
1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it again. Shot good from Prez. Prez has got 14.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now here's Ennis. Not a lot of room on the wing. Davis. Memphis moving that ball around. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And again, Memphis no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Basket counts. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fires at the elbow. And again, it goes in for him. Good shot from Prez.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
It's stolen by Prez. And Davis pulls it down. Here's Ennis. They grab their own miss. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Warriors.
I feel like I'm close.
And the basketball bloodlines of Klay Thompson. He tells us how his father and brother have become.
Dad always watching more film than me. And I watch film too. Not saying I don't. But they're both fans and they have a huge passion for the game. That's why they're still around.
Yeah, you know, it's great to have that blend of support and competitiveness around you really your whole life.
Yeah, you can try to put a little something over on your coaches from time and again, even your teammates maybe, but family, they'll check you every time.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Yeah, you're right. They've been extremely active, physical, really dictating the flow of this game.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Green is out there with Davis. Then it's Ennis, and it's Daniels in at the 2. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, Mike Conley, the point guard, keeps a very stoic disposition on the court. He said so much of the game is mental, and that's one thing that I've always wanted to be good at. Never let your opponent see that you're in duress. So if I make a big game-time bucket or if I miss a shot, you'll see the same mannerisms. I move on to the next play. A real poker face, Kevin.
I like that attitude, D.A. Thank you.
Some people say Steve Kerr didn't have any coaching experience prior to his job at the Warriors. Well, he had plenty of other points on his resume. He was the GM for the Suns for a lengthy spell. He also served as a broadcaster for many years before cruelly abandoning our profession.
Dishes to Ennis, knocked loose. It's stolen by West. Outside Durant. Another 3 for Golden State.
And Durant just makes the game look so simple when he's pulling up from behind the arc.
Davis sets a screen. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson. Look at that jam.
Wow.
I mean, just beautiful.
Sick. And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case. It looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. Marcus Gasol is checked in for the Grizzlies. Allen comes in for Ennis. Thompson outside. Young sets a screen for Thompson. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Golden State.
Let's try to speed through this thing quickly.
Grizzlies, one of the top contenders in the West for a number of years. Now at a bit of a crossroads. What do you think?
Yeah, every team goes through this. There's a certain life cycle to any roster. The good news for the Grizzlies fans is that their front office has you to pull another rabbit out of their hat. Wow, just look at that lead. Both ends, they have been...
Want to leave no room for error here.
Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Prez. Floats one. Young hooking up Prez on that score. Terrific play by Orange Juice.
And those two have such great timing together. They make the game look simple.
Conley's shot is off.
Really tough for this group right now, trying anything to stop the run.
Oh, well, this is the hard part. Once you give up momentum, very difficult to get it back.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Grizzlies with another miss. And here is Prez. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Clock at 6. Pass to Young. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I can't lie. It still baffles me the year the Warriors had last season. Just outstanding basketball from them on all fronts. Nobody thought that the 96 Bulls win record was in jeopardy at the start of the season. By the end of the year, the Warriors were able to top it with an incredible 73 wins. I never thought I'd see that mark broken.
Carter, he's checked in for Daniels.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Here's Prez, 30 points in the game. 18 feet out. Not enough on that one as it misses. And Chris, the Warriors had everything fall their way to chase that 73 win mark.
Well, there's so many small factors which come into play when you chase a record like the 96 Bulls win mark. You have to give the Warriors players and staff all the credit, though. They saw their chance at history, and they took it.
And Zach Randolph, once a double-double machine, had a harder time producing at that same rate last season.
True, but he has aged well overall because he's a power guy whose game relies more on skill and instincts than quickness.
Well said.
And the difference last season was that he couldn't sustain energy for as many minutes per game. He can still dominate for stretches at both ends, but just not as long.
Conley against Young. Knocked away. It's stolen by Prez. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Prez with the ball. Carter on him. And the shot is good. That's 10 points for Klay Thompson.
No, don't sleep on Thompson inside. Efficiency in scoring, that's a big part of what makes him unique.
Here's Gasol. And that one falls coming off Conley's feed.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Prez. It's rebounded by Memphis. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Blazers.
Yeah, they just caught a team, Kevin, that was in a zone, and they didn't have the manpower defensively to disrupt them.
Well, they also made few, if any, effective adjustments. Defense is all about hustle, yes, but it also comes to scheme. I mean, he's just been huge today for his team. Without his hot shooting, there's no way they'd have the lead.
The shot's good from Carter.
Excellent vision right there on that assist. Perfect setup.
Floats one up, and it's laid in by Prez. Prez has got 34 points.
Now look, when Prez is nailing these shots left and right, the D has to be nervous. He makes it look so easy on the offensive end.
Allen dishes to Randolph. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. And the pace of play around the NBA steadily increasing. And through the first half.
Kevin, thanks. Amazing offense in the first half. Where did that...
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's some changes for Golden State. Prez comes in for Green. Young is subbed in for Curry. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Prez, he's in at small forward. Thompson is out there with Young. Then it's Jones. And it's Durant in at the power forward. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Prez with the ball. He's got 36. Shoots from 12. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him. Prez has got 38 points.
This has been an amazing display, a true crowd-pleasing performance for him. I mean, and it's helped get this team the lead.
And the Eastern Conference making a resurgence. For decades, Chris, the West was the best.
Yeah, you knew it maybe would level out, but I still think the best talent is in the West. I just think the best player is in the East, and we know who that is.
Great way to put it. The Warriors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Sweet little floater. Prez has got 6 points in the quarter.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Randolph, no one around him. And another miss by Memphis. Durant, the pass to Prez. Golden State moving the ball around. And Thompson kicks to Prez. High arcing shot. Some solid defense from Randolph. Last outing for Golden State, they won that game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City.
And if you look at the numbers, guys, I mean, what jumps out at you is the balance they had offensively.
Oh, yeah, it's that unselfish play. Attacking the defense with multiple pieces, they went all in.
Here's Daniels, and just miss after miss right now.
Well, he hasn't gotten much to fall, and it's costing his team dearly.
Durant dishes to Prez. Six to shoot. Free throw line jump shot. The Grizzlies pull it in. Gasol's got his third rebound tonight. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Well, they often look to him to provide for them on offense, and he simply isn't getting the job done today.
Prez with the bucket.
Oh, he has owned this quarter. Everything he is throwing up is falling right now.
Count that bucket. Daniels has got 7 points in the game.
Man, that's just tremendous court vision and timing. That assist was right on the money.
Prez with the bucket.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Outside Gasol. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And the call will be against Prez. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Green, he's checked in for Zach Randolph. The Warriors also with a sub. West is checked in. Gasol a screen. Here's Conley. West with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. And you talk about huge single-game scoring performances like we're watching here tonight. Going back, only one player. Think of this. Only one player in NBA history to go triple digits. And that's the Big Dipper, Wilt Chamberlain, on March 2nd, 1962.
Truly an iconic record. I mean, 100 points. I mean, it's hard to wrap your mind around, but Wilt was a man among boys, a player who changed the way an entire sport was played. Truly a revolutionary. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Prez with the bucket. Prez has got 48.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
When you get tagged with your fourth foul, you have to be very careful the rest of the way.
For Memphis, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And the Warriors making a change here. Iguodala's checked in.
And Prez scores from anywhere, inside, outside. This guy does it all.
It's stolen by Prez. Knocked away. And now the fast break. Prez with the ball. Good on the shot. Prez has got 52 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Ennis. No good on that one. And Golden State will come the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
Chris, you played a long career, remained effective, even as you lost some of your athleticism. You hear some people say the game is 90% mental. How accurate is that?
I don't think it's 90% mental because you need physical attributes to be able to perform. But I think that it's two separate games. I think that one part of the game is mental and you need to be 100% on point. And I think the mental part is different from the physical. And so you have to be there 100% physical and you have to be 100% there mentally. And for me, the mental part was not only how to try to make players better or get other guys involved or win if we didn't even have the most talent, but it really was how do you adapt, how do you change your game when you've played one way your whole career, and how do you still be effective and dominant. And luckily, you know, I was able to do that.
Well said. Prez kicks to Young. Elbow shot is on the way. And there's Prez on the assist from Young. Prez has got 58. Chris, a lot of former players now and coaching in the NBA. And let's say You had to assemble a pickup squad from the head coaching ranks. Who are we talking about here?
Oh, man, that's a great question. I'm going with Jason Kidd, Tyrone Lue, Steve Kerr.
Yes.
Earl Watson. How about Luke Walton?
Yes.
You know, and Scott Brooks, Doc Rivers.
Yes.
Man, the list goes on and on.
That's right. And for the Grizzlies, they're shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Pass to Harrison. Ennis in the corner. Here's Daniels. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Daniels has got 12 points in the game.
I like it. Aggressive. They're pounding it inside. Unwilling to settle for less.
And he makes that one.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Down low. And he lays it straight in. Daniels has got 9 points here in the second half.
Beautiful lead pass. The finisher never has to break stride.
Prez, no good, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Let's bring out the 2K leaderboard to see the best up-tempo teams in the league. Number 1, the Grizzlies. The Warriors, 4th.
Both of these clubs love to play up-tempo. That's how they win. These are the games that fans love because of the non-stop action.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Daniels. That shot is in, just like 6 others have been for him. He's shooting 7 for 15.
Oh, this guy, his motor is always the same. No matter what the score of the game is, he always remains aggressive.
Young for 3. Goes up on the high post. Drained for 2 points. 62 points for Prez.
Oh, he has really played to his maximum potential this quarter. What a performance.
West with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Prez.
When the D is lazy around Prez, he makes them pay. Just a strong drive, giving the defense no chance to block him.
It's stolen by Prez. Passes to Iguodala. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. There's 10 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Prez. The shot's good on the assist by West. 66 points for Prez.
Well, I tell you what, his coach keeps drawing up plays for him. He keeps delivering.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided. Welcome back as we get ready to. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And then for Golden State, Prez is checked in for Iguodala. Young is subbed in for McCall. Conley and Allen working once again together in the backcourt. Down low, the tough pair of Zebo and Gasol. And it's Carter in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And Prez is paying the defense no mind, keeping his eyes on the basket and burying the shot.
They double-team Conley. Randolph with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes. Kicks it to Allen. And Allen with the slam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim. And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. They double team Conley. Deflects the pass. Now here's Prez. Chris, you came up through college at Michigan, and in the NBA, you were an offensive force at all times at a lot of different positions. More times than not, always the first option. Is the mindset you need to have to be the lead guy in offense for a team different than if you're a contributor? Can you make the switch from contributor to lead guy?
You know, that's a good question. I think it's different for every player. For me, even later in my career when I couldn't contribute as much, I only still had the mentality of the lead contributor. So for me, I think the biggest thing is you need to know your skill set. And if you know who you are, if you know how you play, if you know how you can dominate what you can and can't do, then you're the best type of player. And for me, I think that's where I serve myself best. And so, you know, I wanted to be dominant in all type of ways. And so it was scoring. It was rebounding, and it was passing. And so if you have a bad night in one of those categories, you can still be dominant in those other areas. And so for me, you always want to have the attitude that you're the best competitor on the team, regardless of what your role is.
Yeah, great perspective. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From the top of the key, again, Golden State. Now Conley. We know Kobe Bryant retired last season. One thing that he's been really adamant about is the need to improve youth development of basketball in this country. Now, he grew up in Italy and feels like a lot of kids aren't getting the coaching and skill development they need at a young age here. What do you think?
I agree. I think a lot of the game is being lost. Not necessarily with just highlights or superstar players, but I mean the true essence of the game, how to box out, how to make a bounce pass, how to play for your teammates. Just the culture of the game needs to go back to its origin. And I think that can happen through the NBA taking charge like they have in this. I mean, who better than the best players in the best league, the best commissioner in the world? And so I think it's great that we get involved in these communities and make sure that we set the tempo and the template for how the game has grown in these communities.
Well, that was well said. Prez brings the double team. Outside Gasol. Memphis moving it around. And here's Young. He's looking for Livingston and finds him. Rejected by Gasol. Here's Prez. Shot clock at 6. Tries again.
Cool.
Hits the front of the rim and out. The Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Inside, Carter. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The NBA game more analyzed than ever before. The teams are competing against one another, but also, Chris, we're seeing the league is sharing a lot more information with fans. Analytics now becoming a very important part of that.
Well, I think the one thing that you have to remember about analytics, though, is that there isn't a consistent variable. You know, it doesn't take into account what a guy went through that day, the defender that's playing against him, whether it's cold, whether it's warm. So I caution a little bit about analytics, but at the same time, fans need as much information as possible. So I'm glad that the fans get as much information as they need because then they can be as informed as they like to, so they can sit back and armchair quarterback like myself and kind of make decisions or second-guess decisions that are going on based on their knowledge of the game. So I think it's great for teams, for fans, for everyone that you just have more information about the teams that you love.
That's an excellent point.
And that's a well-placed pass right there, right where his teammate can do something with it.
Prez brings the double team. Davis, the pass to Allen. To the middle, looking for Gasol. He gets it there. Terrific design on the pick play. He lays it in. Gasol's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's showing some tenacity on the offensive glass. That's a great play right there.
Prez with the bucket.
Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Finally, bro. Teardropper, thank God.
Back to Carter, and stolen by Barnes. Here's Prez, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
It really can't fault the D there. Prez just torching them with better offense.
And Young comes over to help. Back to Gasol. Allen up top, outside Gasol. 6 to shoot. Harrison passes to Carter. No good from Gasol. Golden State's gone downtown 13 times in this game, and they're just over 50%, 7 of 13 on threes.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Prez.
Defensively, he was their anchor. He was the guy you did not want guarding you because you knew he was going to be in your jersey all night long. It was lockdown D he was playing, and it resulted in a lot of big steals.
And this run not really doing them any good at this point, as late as it's starting to evolve.
Well, it's really too bad that they found themselves a little too late.
Get it, bro. Teardropper, finally. Alright, guys. I think that's about it. Finally got, well, I got Teardropper. All I'm missing is mid-range, Deadeye, and Tireless Score, and I got all my Archetype badges in about 3 days. Actually, no, not really 3 days. Well, I made him. Let me see. Well, technically, right now it's Sunday.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Prez. And that'll wrap things up.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny Prez. And that'll wrap things up.
Alright, guys, I think I'm gonna head off.
Prez, would you speak to the growth of your relationship?
I'm out, guys. I'm tired. Finally got it, but I'm out. See you guys later.